have my microphone today. I brought it and I'm missing a little piece, so I hope that everyone can hear me despite any background noise. We've all now become spoiled this trial now that I have a microphone for my cell camera. Anyway, I am outside the courthouse. It is Thursday, and let me tell you all what is going on inside. I am taking off later today, headed home for an Easter weekend with the family, but not before I step inside this courthouse and figure out what's going on with jury instructions. So, just to remind everyone what happened yesterday, prosecution, the state rested. They're done. Even though they had 2 more witnesses on their witness list, the state rested yesterday after Detective Nathan Duncan concluded his all-day testimony and cross-exam by Lori. The state said, hey, we're good, done and done. Right after that, Lori Vallow then said, you know what, let me counsel with my counsel. That's what they're there for. And Lori Vallow then rested. Lori Daybell, excuse me. Lori Vallow Daybell. And it was a big moment. So then the Judge Boreski tried to set closing arguments for today. I'll get closer. There's a lot of background noise all of a sudden, so I'll get closer. Closing arguments for today. And both the state and the prosecution were like, can we do that? Sorry, both the state, which is the prosecution, and the defense. I mess that up a lot sometimes. All said, hey, can we do that Monday? Lori agreed. The state/prosecution agreed. So closing arguments are Monday. Then right after the judge said that, Lori had a hold up, maybe just a second. And Lori said, wait, can I maybe tell you for sure if I rest on Monday? Because the jury's not here, right? The jury wasn't there. She didn't rest in front of the jury because the jury was shuffled out after the prosecution rested. And the judge said, yeah, you have until Monday. So we call it a not rest. In other words, it's a Jodi Hildebrandt joke. Sorry. Jodi Hildebrandt's book that she wrote is called You're Not Enough. So it was a not rest by Lori. And Monday, I guess we will know if she officially rests or if she's going to bring any witness or decide to testify. And there are a lot of people inside speculating about whether she's going to change her mind or not, and if closing arguments really will be on Monday, or if Lori will be like, wait a minute, just a second, hold up. I didn't do that in front of the judge, so I changed my mind. I'm going to bring a witness. Or hold up, Lonnie Dorkin got me the data that I was really wanting from Charles's cell phone extraction, so hold on. Or hold up, I want Barry Cox, my dad, to come and testify. I don't know. She's hinted that she's just going to be good. Wipe her hands clean and say, I'm good. I don't think the state has enough evidence. And let closing statements move forward, and then the jury deliberates. And that begins Monday. Or she could come Monday and say, you know what? I changed my mind, Judge. I didn't do that. I didn't rest in front of the jury. So bring them in and I'm going to testify. Never mind. NM. And here I go. We'll find out. Lori is unpredictable. And because Lori is unpredictable, that is why I'm here at the courthouse today. What is today? It's jury instructions. So what could happen today? Absolutely nothing. Well, jury instructions could happen. They're going over jury instructions, not in front of the jury. This isn't jury instructions for the jury. The jury won't get their jury instructions until after closing statements because they're not even here today. They're not even coming back until Monday. This is the judge and the defense and the prosecution going over jury instructions and what's going to go down. And today could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 hours. We don't know. It'll be interesting though, and it's going to be live streamed. We're over on Hidden True Crime. We're going to live stream today, whatever happens. You never know with Lori Vallow Daybell, am I right? So we will be there. And then whatever happens, I'll go live tonight from Home Sweet Home. Not Airbnb home, but home with John. And that's where I'll be tonight. So head over to our live stream. we'll find out what goes down today. And that's the latest in trial number 2 for Doomsday Mother Lori Vallow Daybell. Quite the twist, much faster trial than we were all expecting, but who knows what will happen next. I also, again, just want to thank our hidden gem who sent me these sunglasses. She was so excited at the people who visited her website. She gave us a discount code. It's in the description of this video. But it is a Idaho-owned company, female-owned company. So I just want to say thank you. And thank you to all the hidden gems that have come up and introduced themselves during this trial. And look at this beautiful ring that I'm wearing from a hidden gem. So you guys are all wonderful. It's wonderful. So let's hope for justice and hope that that bombshell testimony yesterday by Nathan Duncan was enough for the jury. I think it was. I really think that it was. And I think that the state, the prosecution, that prosecutor Trina will really bring it home in closing statements. I do. I'm curious what you guys think. I wish I could do a poll on my phone, but I can't. But do you guys think she's going to officially arrest or not? I'll tell you what I think, but my producer disagrees with me. So there you go. We'll see. On one end, I think she's done. I think on one end, Lori's delusional enough that she actually thinks she's going to win this case. That this isn't just about fun. This isn't just for her about fun, field trips, and look at me, I'm so great. I think she's delusional enough that she thinks she has a chance. And her strategy is that the state didn't meet their burden of proof. Thus, I'm just not going to bring any witnesses. I'm not going to testify. I'm not going to bring any more questions or let anything else in. The fact that her children have not been killed in trial, and the fact that Tammy Daybell's death hasn't come up, or the fact that she is a convicted murderer hasn't come up, I think she's like, I'm going with this. If the jury doesn't know that, and they don't have that prejudice against her, I think she's thinking to herself, I am resting. Like, there's no other reason for me to say anything else. I'm in a good place. On the other side of what could possibly happen, as my producer and others have pointed out, Lori likes her field trips. She's in a good place. She hates this jail. She's made it very clear that this is the worst place she's ever been in her interview with the local television station here with Brianna, local reporter Brianna, with Arizona Family. She is not happy. If she continues to argue or bring witnesses, she gets a few more field trips and a bit more time out in her street clothes and, you know, wearing heels with her rack belt. I don't think that's enough for Lori, though. So while that is an option, I think bottom line is she thinks she's going to win this somehow, that she is that great of an attorney, and she's just going to say, look, the state hasn't met their burden of proof, and I'm not going to say anything else because the jury's job is to protect me, as she stated in jury selection. I'm going to go ahead in there for jury instruction. Like I said, maybe I'm in there for 5 minutes. Maybe we're in there for 2 hours. And with Lori Vallow Daybell, you never know. So come join us over on the live stream chat. We'll be there, and we'll talk to you guys later tonight. We'll see you. Bye-bye.